Oh, that looked like a good one. Well, it is a good one. I don't know how good you got it. Man, it is beautiful in that clear water. So I don't want to go too crazy. Yee, that's a good little chunk. There's one. That joker smoked. That's a pretty good one. Real good one. Sweet. Get up in here in the boat. Don't mess up my snacks. Got one on the buzz bait. See you later, girl. Oh, what a release. What a release. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. Oh yeah. Just picked it up that first flip in that grass. Caught us a good one. She ate it too, boy. Look how she got that thing. Here's a good little chunk. She did her part. She about to jump. She about to jump. Oh, that's beautiful. They all want to dance before they go home today. I love it.
All right. I am very, very excited about today's video because we are testing out the AutoPilot 136 Old Town Sportsman. It's 13.5 foot kayak. This is deemed Sherbie. That's what I call her because she looks like a sherbet ice cream. It's the Fire Tiger limited edition from Old Town, but very, very excited. Hadn't had a chance to get her out on the water yet. That's because it's 13.5 foot kayak and I have a 6.5 foot bed. So we got Malone auto racks to send out. The Axis Angler with this rolling bar here. It's a bed extender. It gets out there to about probably 11 feet because you got about maybe 11.5 feet, got about 2 feet sticking out behind there. Very excited. Got the trolling motor, Minn Kota, a 45-pound thrust trolling motor. We're gonna put her in the water. I'm gonna try to just back straight down to the water, see if we can get it in the water without using a little Deluxe kayak cart from Magellan. Well, let's get to it. Very, very excited about today's video. Oh. Now, what I want to do is get it where I can set it off in the water a little bit, take some of the weight off without it shooting out into the water or having to drag it on the ground. All right, she might take off running when I undo this. Really don't know what to expect. I hadn't really used this out there on the water yet. One thing I'll say about this mount here, this bed extender from Malone Auto Racks, I've got it, you can set it at a whole bunch of different heights. I've got it set right now to where most of the weight is in the truck and not on this. And honestly, if it was on this right now, it's something I might take off running. So I think that's working pretty well. All right, this is a beast of a kayak, so wish me luck. Here I go. That roller's nice. Ah, yeah. This is a 158-pound kayak. I don't have the trolling motor in here, so it's not quite that heavy right now. But she's pretty heavy. All right, I'm gonna try to ease to the front and get it without it rolling off into the abyss here. She's heavy. All right. Hey, that's perfect. Got just enough weight in the water where I can ease it right back. That's great. Cool. All right. Grab my paddle. That worked really good. Again, this right here is slick. It's a roller. So you can do just exactly what I did right there. Just roll her right in the water. A nice little paddle clip here. So it's got 4 rod holders there, and obviously I'm not going to fish with them all up like that, but it does have 4 rod holders. Can't forget this one, the coup de grace. Got us a motor. Super exciting. Some of y'all don't know. Any of y'all's been around a while will know. I've had a few kayaks now. All right, so this motor just drops in and clicks in, just like that. Take this bad boy. You gotta make sure this is all the way out, and then this will hook to here. I got a full video kind of testing this stuff out to start with. You take your power cord, plug it in there. This will actually be the first time I've ever even turned the motor on. Now when I get in, I'll be able to pull that little rope there and let my trolling motor down in the water. Like I said, I'll actually run my rods like this. Good spot for that. It's actually got little channels here where you can drop your rod in. Let them run, butts there and tips there. Kind of smoothed out spots, pretty slick. That's it. Now one thing I do need to do right quick, that is I don't want to take the time to do it. Again, this is the maiden voyage, so we need to put our stickers on here. This is the registration. In Alabama, I don't know, probably a lot of states, you have to have your registration. Anytime you put a motor on a boat, and a trolling motor counts. We're gonna do that right quick. A little crooked. Very crooked. Sorry, I may have to redo this another day. We're gonna go fishing today. All right, it's a pretty handy little deal here. Put your keys, remote, whatever in there. All right, let's see if we can't pair this bad boy. Found us a good little video here from the Technological Angler on how to pair this trolling motor. So to lower this trolling motor into the water, pretty neat. Got my rods out of the way. You got this little deal here. So when you're sitting down, you just pull it. And then once you get the trolling motor all the way down, you pull that rope into those little teeth. Very slick design. Now let's power this bad boy up. So we got this little video pulled up here because we don't like reading instructions.
The startup message.
All right, we got this plugged in good.
Now, use the up and down arrow keys until you see the word system.
Got this one plugged in good. Right.
Press the right.
Okay, so this has to be touching. Okay, this is important. This is a kill switch here. So if this isn't touching, your motor's not going to run, okay? Also, there's a kill switch here. So if this isn't connected, which connects to your life jacket, or your wrist, or whatever, then your trolling motor won't run. So I was sitting there trying to figure out why it won't power on, and that's why. I'm not used to having to have a kill switch with a trolling motor, but it's a really good idea, because if you fall in, you don't want this thing to keep going without you. So I'm going to hook this up to me in a minute. That should be to where I'm connected in both places. Got this kill switch hooked up. There we go. So she just beeped. She's on. All right, so let's watch our little video. So I've highlighted pair. Woo, that's pretty cool. She's pulling. That's cool. All right, we're ready to go. That was pretty easy, thanks to the Technological Angler. We'll post this in the comment or in the description where you can see what we got going on there. That's really cool. All right, let's hop in our boat and go fishing. All right, I got me some new shoes I'm trying out too. These are the Magellan anglers. They got screens on the side here where water can run in and out. They got a bunch of holes in the soles too where water can run in and out. Nice. Got a little bit of sand in them, but nothing compared to a lot of the ones I've had before. Let's make sure that's ready to drop in. I can do that remotely, but I don't want it to be hung up on the deal there. Put my life vest on. Always got to wear your life jacket. For the kayak, all kinds of stuff can happen. This bad boy up to the external power. We can run this the whole time. And we should be good to go fishing and filming. All right, we're ready to go fishing. Step over in the boat here. Get a little bit of sand out the shoe. All right, and we're off. Now, this is a massive kayak. Look at all the deck space here in front of me. Pretty wild. I'm gonna slide that one there. All right, so now I'm in the boat. I'm just going to get my paddle out to kind of get away from the bank here a little bit. Now you got multiple options here. From what I understand, again, this is my first ride, but with the trolling motor there, you can either run it with the remote, or you can turn it on and then steer with the rudder that you can deploy right here, and then use these little footrests to actually control the rudder, which is pretty cool. So I think we're gonna go out here, just kind of get on this left-hand bank and cruise pretty good. So I'm gonna put the paddle back right here, strap her back in. Let's get this thing going, why don't we? Speed it up, so you got the plus. Now I'm up to 1. All right, and then I want to steer. Look at that. That's epic. Wow. That's too cool. Now I have had, let's see what this thing will do. So you got your left and your right. Oh, and I got to remember to put my kill switch on. That's pretty cool. The little kill switch here is actually a prop wrench, and it's got a spare prop pin. If you hit something pretty hard, hit a rock, whatever, and bend your prop pin, it's good for that. All right, so I got the kill switch hooked up. All right, we're rolling now. So I've had a few kayaks, or at least had access to a few kayaks now, and all of them have either been pedal or paddle. I bought a Sun Dolphin, and I deemed her, or my mom actually named her Teacup, because she was $200 from Tractor Supply. It was a sit on top, but really I was sitting down in it, and I was over capacity for that bad boy. So that was my first kayak. Then I borrowed a couple of Bonafides from a buddy. Those kayaks were awesome. They were paddle only. It was an SS-127 and an RS-117. So like a 12.5 foot and 11.5 foot kayak. And then most recently, I've had the boat Lono Aero with the Apex pedal drive, which is a really cool kayak. It had the pedal drive. That's the first time I've had anything that wasn't strictly paddle. And so that was a nice boat, or is a nice boat. I still got it. Just now, finally, in the last couple of days, decided I think I'm gonna name it the Blowfish. Okay, because you blow it up the fish out of it. I like that. And this here again is Sherbie. This is my baby. This is a full-on Cadillac ride. Like I said, there's so much room in it, and it's a monster boat. It's 13.5 foot long, but it's huge and beautiful and awesome. Very excited about it. This is the first time I've had a motor, and that motor is legit. So this remote actually comes with a clip, a little D-ring clip, and a neck lanyard. And I actually think I'm gonna use the D-ring clip. So you just take the clip here, and you swap it out for a little D-ring clip. I'm gonna hook this on my life jacket. I think that's gonna be the way I'd prefer to do this. Let's see if we can find us a little D-ring here that we like. Here we go. D-ring clip. All right, now it's there. Pretty good and out of the way, and it's not weighing down my neck, which I already got a GoPro on my hat, so I don't really need any more weight. So the rudder's controlled here, and it kicks it up remotely, as long as you don't chop your rod off. Now I've dropped it in the water. Now, on the front here, is controlled by these bad boys. So you can set these to any length you'd like. So obviously, like right now, I'd say about right here, I could steer it pretty easy. So I'm gonna slide it back. I'm 5'11", so it looks like anybody from about a 4 foot tall person to an 18 foot tall person could use them. A little bit of sarcasm, but right now my rudder is straight. So if I push forward there, it's gonna turn. If I push forward there, it's gonna turn. I think it's turning the boat to the right or turning the boat to the left. Very, very cool. So now I'm gonna turn my motor on. Push my little power button there in the middle. Now I can direct it with these buttons, or I can also, oh my goodness, this thing will haul. That's 10. Goodness gracious. So I can direct it with this. Wow. Wow, this thing is kicking. Or I can push this. Look at that. So now I'm hands free right now. I got my trolling motor running, and I'm just turning my rudder on the back of the boat. It's too cool. All right, now if you turn your trolling motor obviously a little bit straighter, probably the best way to get it where, yeah, when you turn your rudder now, so your trolling motor's running straight under the boat, but your rudder is kicking left and right. So now, I mean, I can cruise. This is too dang nice. So I'm gonna turn my rudder. Look at that. I ain't even got my motor going, but because my boat's still kind of coasting, I can turn my rudder. Got a good little spot to throw a buzz bait right quick. Wow. So I'm completely hands-free now fishing. Able to do whatever I need to do. This is unbelievable. This is just like a foot control trolling motor in a bass boat, honestly. And that's something that really, the hardest part for me with kayak fishing so far has been not being able to just fish while moving. Even with the Apex pedal drive. What's that, puppy dog? Oh, that's a bad dog right there. That joker looks like Teacup herself. But now I can just cover water, dude. Like I can move. Wow. And I get it, dude. If you're a purist in the kayak world, you probably don't like motors. I don't like a lot of the technology that we got nowadays on a lot of stuff. It's just, I'm not 100% against it, but man, it's kind of taking a lot of the chase out. But dude, I'm 37 and a half years old, okay? I like paddling sometimes, but I ain't trying to get out here and kill myself every time I want to go fishing, you know? I got a pretty good backlash right there, which apparently still happens. All right, smacked a tree. I hadn't fished out of a kayak much in a while. Took that boat Lono out a little bit a while back. I enjoyed it, but anyway, just singing the praises of the, typically when I'm kayak fishing, this is summertime, okay? You don't get a lot of bites right now, and you really need a target shade to get bit. So if I'm in a paddling kayak, I'm just paddling for 50 yards so I can get back to some shade. Now I can crank this bad boy up, and dude, I'm cruising. I'm actually not even gonna go full speed because I don't want to coast past my spot, but that's awesome. So yeah, the price tag on these things, like this is the 13.5 footer, it's $5,000. The 12 footer is $4,500. And I honestly thought the price tag was a bit much, but for what it does, what it allows you to do on the water, like this is a bass boat. It's a bass boat. It's got a motor, it's big, got plenty of room for storage, all kinds of things. It's a bass boat. And bass boats now are $100,000. You know, if you buy a good used one, you're talking 50 or 60, you buy a 30-year-old boat and you got to pay $10,000. So these kayaks now, unbelievable. My first impressions, and I'm not just blowing smoke, dude, like I get it, Old Town sent me the kayak. What do you expect me to say? It sucks. I'm telling you, this thing's awesome. I've not had a motor on a kayak yet. Now there's the Vipsy motors and all kinds of other stuff. Maybe that's better, I don't know. But for a guy that's never had a motor on a kayak, I've only paddled and I've pedaled a little. Being able to control this thing without your hands and fish while you're covering water and not be killing yourself trying to go into a headwind, blowing down the bank, going the other way, whatever. This thing's fantastic. Very, very impressed.
Bunch of little fairies. Bunch of little fairies.
Oh, that looked like a good one. Well, it is a good one. Oh, snap. She come up and just swallowed it. Had to turn the trolling motor off. Well, that was pretty. I don't know how good you got it. Man, that is beautiful in that clear water. This thing gonna come up and slurped it, boy. She got treble hooks. I got a 7-foot 3-inch medium heavy rod that's pretty stiff, so I don't want to go too crazy. Yee, that's a good little chunk. Get 2.5, 2 3/4. I will take it on the Mad Max popper. Nothing wrong with that. Pretty. Good deal. All right, let's get her back in the water. That is a healthy, pretty fish right there. For August in Alabama, that is a beautiful, beautiful little fish. Slid right in there and got back on her business. That's pretty. I would not typically venture all the way across this lake just because I wouldn't want to waste the time. It's not that far really to paddle, but I wouldn't waste time and energy and have to paddle back. I just carry my boat right on up this bank here. But with this here trolling motor, check me out. I go across this lake real quick. How about that? And while doing so, I get some of these line twists out of my rod here. I'm just throwing a choppo on it. The only bad thing about a choppo is it'll get your line all twisted up. So I'm going to take this and toss it out the back. Get my line straightened out a little bit. My rod will cast better. What's really cool is you ain't doing that with a paddle. So what I'm doing right now, I got my line out my boat. I got no bait on the end, and I'm just letting line peel off my reel to where I can engage my reel in a minute and let the tightness of it unravel all the line twists that I've gotten from throwing a choppo. Choppo is great bait, whopper plopper great bait, but a lot of times they'll twist your line when you throw them over the course of a day. So I'm doing this right now to untwist my line where I can throw my other baits a little better. Currently, I got the trolling motor on 10. I'm going 4.2 miles an hour into a decent little headwind, a crosswind. It's kind of coming across the front of the boat. I'm going 4.2. I unspooled all my line. Going 4.2. Straightening out my line behind the boat. Got my reel engaged now, so that line's just steadily twisting and getting all those little twists out. But I am cruising at a nice 4.2. Wow. All right, now I click my reel, keep your line down in the water, and now I'm reeling my line back up, and that's getting all those little twists out, at least the vast majority of them, to where next time I go to cast my bait, I got to tie my bait back on. I don't have anything. That's just the tension of the water on your line right now. As your line gets closer, you have to kind of pinch your line with your fingertip and thumb to make sure it maintains tension. But when you get a lot of your line out there, it'll actually put tension on the line with just the water. So, got that where I can cast a lot better now.
There's one. That joker smoked. That's a pretty good one. Pretty good one. Real good one. Sweet. Get up in here in the boat. Don't mess up my snacks. Good deal, baby. Got one on the buzz bait. Haha, don't mess up my snacks. Oh, I got a little tail, a little fish tail on my cheese here. All right. Got one on the buzz bait. A little greenfish tackle buzz bait. About a 2.5 pounder. I'll take it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Good deal. All right, we're gonna turn her loose. Hook got her right in the top of the nose. There we go. Good little fish. Good deal. See you later, girl. Oh, what a release. What a release. That's exciting. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right, oh yeah. Caught us a big one flipping. Caught us a good one flipping over in some grass. Check that out. That grass is only, I mean, it's 1.5 feet deep right there. That's pretty, oh yeah. Caught us a good one on the Fury. That's the mock shallow spool too. That was cool. Just picked it up that first flip in that grass. Caught us a good one. She ate it too, boy. Look how she got that thing as soon as it hit the water. Here's a good little chunk. About a 3.5. Skinny. She did her part. All right, girl, she's a little bit scuffed up on the head. Watch, she about to jump, she about to jump. Oh, that's beautiful. They all want to dance before they go home today. I love it.
I got it on 2.5 right now, so it's got 10 speeds, okay? But they're half speeds too, so it goes 1 to 10 and there's a half speed in between. So you got 20 different settings speed-wise, which is phenomenal. I mean, honestly, like most trolling motors have, you know, 1 to 10, and there's just 1 notch for each one, so it's got more control really than most of the regular Minn Kota trolling motors. And the rudder in the water just really sets things off completely, because if you just had to control the trolling motor with a remote, you're kind of losing some of the point of a motor, you know, being able to control it without your hands. But having the rudder in the water, the foot control system there, I'm telling you, dude, I can't quit singing the praises of this thing. There'll be little stuff, I'm sure, that comes up that I'm like, I don't like that, or I don't like that, but it's amazing. All right, we had us a fantastic day out here. The other day, I came out here and kind of did this same, well, I started back from this same spot, and it took me about 30 minutes in the pedal drive. Had to paddle some too. I don't know exactly what time it is. I'll look as soon as I get off the phone here. Video on my phone right now, but I'm gonna anticipate, I mean, we're going 4 miles an hour right now. I think we'll be back 15 minutes, and I ain't never gonna have to do nothing but sit here and just enjoy me a little bit of water, a little apple, a little snack, and already go rehashing some good memories just made. That's a good time. Very, very impressed with this boat. Now, what's really cool about this thing, one of the cool things, I'm rolling up on the boat ramp right now. I'm gonna turn the motor down a little bit because I'm smoking it. But when I get up here close to the boat ramp, I can pull this little pull cord here and actually let my trolling motor up. Pretty amazing. So again, you got your pull cord right here. Pull this. I'm just gonna kind of let it coast up there. So I got my trolling motor turned off now. Look at that. I mean, that's awesome. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Wow. Nope, kill switch worked. Had a kill switch hooked to my foot all day. What a boat, what a boat. That's all she wrote. We'll back the truck down here. I like that little stash box here for my keys all day. So, this part I've been kind of a little bit anxious to see how it'll go. All right, so we got this bad boy now. We want to get it in there. This has been the only thing I've been a little bit anxious about is loading it back up. So we'll see how it goes. Again, you take this little deal here off. All right, you got to unplug your trolling motor. Then you just flip this latch up, pop her out just like that. Simple. Like these Magellan shoes too. They're doing good. They let a little water in, or a little gravel in and stuff, I'm saying. But not nowhere near the way most stuff does, especially like flip-flops, you'll bust your butt. I love flip-flops, but I mess myself up with those. So I got the truck parked right here to where hopefully, once I get a good bit of the weight up here on the roller, the bottom will bottom out on this dirt. That joker is pretty heavy. It's the only real downside of this kayak is it's pretty heavy. There's a little notch right there. I think I can let it sit. So right now everything's going good. I ain't mad about getting wet either because I'm hot. But once I start that weight, I gotta keep going. Look at that. Well, nothing wrong with that, boys and girls. That's pretty sweet. All right, set her right up in the truck. Sweet, sweet, sweet. That's awesome. All right, we're gonna strap her down and get out of here. Pretty pleased. I drove this thing all over. So Ryan 1000 here, Golden Mate.
and got a little LED screen here, 75% of your battery left. Pretty slick. Probably drove, I don't know, 4 miles, 5 miles. A lot of it was full speed ahead. All right, I get it. Y'all gonna get tired of hearing me say it. I can't do nothing but sing the praises of this thing. It's awesome, awesome boat. I enjoyed every bit of it. I didn't realize till I got back. I never used that paddle except to push away from the dock earlier today till I could get that motor running. Unreal. This is not a kayak, not a canoe. This is a bass boat. Just a fishing vessel. It just is what it is. Awesome, awesome ride. So that's it. That's the first go in the 136 AutoPilot, Sportsman AutoPilot. Love it. Enjoyed it very much. Time to go do some writing, edit some pictures, talk about it all. See y'all next time.